25,000 line the shore at the Long Beach Marine Stadium to watch the Gold Trophy Regatta, the fastest, hottest, and most thrilling outboard classic in the world. The leaping tuners do their stuff with spills galore. It takes 3 wins to own the Hearst Cup for keeps, and it hasn't been done yet. You have to be good to pilot these galloping bathtubs. Ernie Miller wins the race, but before he does, some of the lads really get in the swim. A blaze of collegiate color and tradition marks this Yale-Harvard Varsity Classic. That's Harvard nearest the camera. 4 miles to go and the Crimson Shell pulls away at 38 strokes a minute. Yale steps up its pace, but Harvard clinches its 4th successive victory over Yale by a length and a half. Thousand roaring fans packed the ball field at Cincinnati to watch the New York Yankees take their 4th straight game from the Fighting Reds. Popular Joe DiMaggio does his stuff. There goes the liner way out beyond the field is mid, and the crowd goes wild. Step on it, Joe, you're heading for home. And he's safe. Again, the pennant will proudly fly over the Yankee Stadium for pilot Joe McCarthy and his champions of the world. On the snow-covered slopes of the beautiful Laurentian Mountains, new records are hung up in the Women's Dominion Ski Championship races. Fair contestants representing McGill, Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, the Penguin Club, and a host of others breeze at breakneck pace over the winding ski trails. Competition is hot and the wind is cold, but these girls charge the icy grades with top-notch style and speed. And the crowns of victory are for Pat Parry and Gertie Wepsela. Great Britain's famous team meets the United States crack players at Westbury, Long Island for the Challenge Cup. 2 games out of 3 is the schedule, and with 1 game to their credit, the Americans are out to clinch the great international match. The dark-shirted invaders fight hard to stay in the running, but the Yanks' captain, Tommy Hitchcock, is on the ball at every move. America wins 9-4, while Britain drowns its sorrow in champagne. Here's the thrilling camera record of America's premier turf classic, run at Louisville's famous Churchill Downs. William Woodward's Big Bay Whirlwind, number 6, matches strides with the fast-moving El Chico and forges ahead to win the 65th running of this peerless contest for 3-year-olds. Johnstown, 5-3 favorite, streaks to victory by 6 lengths, the big money winner of the year. The most exciting track duel ever filmed. They're off in a bunch, and the lead is Britain's Sidney Wooderson, making his United States debut against a strong field. Close on his heels are Glenn Cunningham, Blaine Rideout, Chuck Fenske, and Archie San Romani. In the battle for supremacy with Wooderson in the lead, there occurs one of the most disputed happenings in modern sports. Rideout challenges Wooderson, and in doing so, Wooderson is thrown off his stride. Then, with a great burst of speed, Fenske forges ahead to win, with Cunningham a close second as they breeze past the finish line. Chuck Fenske, the human greyhound. Henry Picard faces Byron Nelson at Long Island's Promenade Country Club for the PGA Championship. We're in the final round, and Picard, the chocolate soldier, is dropping him with deadly accuracy. Here's Nelson chipping over a trap. A 90-foot chip, and just watch that ball go for the cup. Nelson is stymied. Now watch. Is this a shot or isn't it? The 22-year-old tournament has seldom seen more spectacular play. At the finish, Nelson is 5 feet from the cup, aims, misses, and the battle is over. Henry Picard, winner and new champion. Bad News Capigo is a sports parade selection for All-America quarterback. There goes the Tennessee Firebrand carrying the ball against Alabama. He's one of the most brilliant quarterbacks of the season and gets our vote. Big John Kimbrough is our Dixie selection for fullback. Here he is showing his heels to Southern Methodist. We select him as the greatest fullback since Nagurski. Tommy Harmon, whose spectacular runs place him in football's Hall of Fame. Kenny Washington, he can catch him and he can heave him, and he can reverse his field in any direction. Because of his sensational playing, he's our selection for All-America hat. Codrus, the Wolverine's dependable center, the best in the business. He brings new technique to an old sport. They call him Blackjack Smith, and he holds the Trojans' line with his 218 pounds of brawn and brain. A master of interference and one of the big reasons for the Volunteers' highly successful season. For All-America tackle, it's Dreyhos, the Big Red's powerful mainstay. You can't overlook Duggan when it comes to ace selections, so he gets our nod for outstanding work with the Oklahoma Sooners. Irish Bud Kerr, a star at end and a player who rates any man's All-America selection. Ken Cavanaugh, the best pass receiver in the country, completes the Sports Parade's All-America selection of the outstanding 11. Headliners in collegiate football today. England's latest mechanical monster makes a bid for world land speed with courageous John Cobb at the wheel of the huge ice-cooled Railton. Cobb is out to better an average of 312 miles an hour. At that speed, the giant twin motors have only 1 hour of life. "5 miles a minute, and here he is to tell the tale.